Today we're doing section 12.3, which deals with whole life insurance. This is another form of our life insurance that we might want to buy. Whole life insurance is a little bit different than term because this life insurance, you get a rate that you keep the same rate the whole entire time you have this whole life insurance. It's a fixed premium for this whole entire term that you keep this whole life insurance policy. And it does cost more. And what happens is the stuff that you pay extra, they're going to actually invest and they're going to make money off from it. So your whole life insurance is actually saving money and is getting a cash value to it. So I'm going to show you, this is from your book on page 457. And this graph here has the red line is our whole life insurance plan, okay? If you notice, this is the premium that you keep the whole entire time that you have this whole life insurance plan. Now, this blue line here is what it is for term life. Now, remember yesterday we talked about term life insurance being the best policy for the least amount for when you're younger. And this graph shows it. See how low it is getting same amount, but the minute you start getting to 50, it starts climbing pretty fast. Okay, whole life insurance is a plan that is better for the older that you are in life, but take a look. When you are younger, look at the difference that you are paying in your policy premium here, okay? But this extra money that you're paying, they are actually investing and making money for that you can use later on. Okay, so like we said, our whole life insurance has a cash value. Okay, what can you do with this cash value? Well, some of the things you can do is you can get a loan from the insurance company with it, okay? You can use it to pay the premiums for your policy. You can buy paid up insurance with this cash value. Or if you cancel the plan, you can take this policy money once you cancel the plan. The thing is, it takes a while for this cash value to pay up. So don't expect to pay for it a couple years and then end the policy and get some money off of it. It takes a while to add up a cash value for this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and talk about one thing with a whole term insurance is sometimes you don't have to pay your premiums during the whole entire lifespan that you have whole insurance. Sometimes the plans might only require you to pay your premiums for 20 years. That means you're going to have a really high premium. 30 years are sometimes another possibility, or you will pay all the way up until you're age 65 and then you don't pay. And what they're doing is they're using this cash value that you have built up to help pay for that. Okay, so let's get into our examples here and see how we work. This is example number 1. And basically, we are doing kind of the same thing as what we did yesterday for our term insurance. And we are going to use the chart on page 458 to work with our problems today. If you notice, this is once again a policy for a male, and it's based off from 1,000 groupings, basically, of insurance, $1,000 groupings. Down here at the bottom, you have to pay attention to the small writing. The first one says that no matter what type of premium insurance you have, you will always have a $30 annual premium fee that you have to pay. Also, it tells about if you are a female getting this insurance, you are going to have to take the policy 5 years younger for the male, okay? Yesterday, some homework assignments, some people said, well, the chart doesn't go up. Well, it was because you were looking for a female and you forgot to take 5 years off. So yes, this homework assignment was correct. You just did not follow the steps of taking 5 years off. Okay, so make sure that you go ahead and you read the small print and make sure we are using the correct amount. The purple is the age of the person. Okay, this is the standard insurance premium. And then if we have a waiver, we have to add on the extra fee to it. So let's go ahead and get into our problems here. Example 1 says you are a 27-year-old male. You purchase a $75,000 whole life policy with a waiver, okay, for some extra coverage and of premium benefits. So what we're going to do is we're going to first find out how much we're going to pay for our premium. And to do that, we're going to look at your table 12.3 there. And when we do that, we're going to look at age 27 and follow it across to the pink column. And it shows us that our insurance premium is $11.08. Okay, but here in our problem, they said they wanted a waiver. So I'm going to now get the total of what that waiver fee is. And I notice for a 27-year-old male, it is 26 cents extra. So I'm going to go ahead, add those totals together. And this is going to be $11.34 for every group of $1,000 of coverage I want. Now, this person wants $75,000. So I'm going to take this $11.34 that I just found, and I'm going to multiply it by the $75,000 or the groups of 75 here. And I'm going to find that it cost me $850.50. That is my premium. Okay, now on top of it though, I have my annual cost that I have to pay for every insurance plan. So I'm going to add that $30 together, and my final cost for this 27-year-old male is $880.50 for his annual payment premium for his insurance. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's look at another example here. Okay, this example is for a female now. Okay, same thing. She wants now $30,000 coverage, and it does not say anything here about having a waiver, wanting a waiver. So we're not going to have to worry about that extra fee. So remember, with a female, we have to take 5 years younger. So we're actually looking at the row for 31. Now, when I go across to 31 to the pink column, it says it is $12.83, okay, for the premium. She wants a $30,000 whole life insurance, so I'm going to multiply it by a group of 30. And when I get that and multiply it together, I end up with $384.90. Now, I also have to add on to it now the annual fee. And that will give me my total payment of $414.90 for $30,000 coverage for her. Okay, now example 3 says, okay, now I want to go ahead and find out how much is my premium going to be for this man who's 39, having a $50,000 whole life policy. And I want to know how much it's going to cost him for 15 years. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and just do like we did for example 1. Check out, does it say anything about wanting a waiver? And it does not look like in the problem he wants a waiver. So I'm going to go ahead and find out what it costs for a 39-year-old man. And it's $17.76. I'm going to multiply it by 50 because he wants 50,000. So I need 50 groups of those. And then I'm going to add my annual fee. And together that's going to give me $918. Okay. So now that's how much it cost per year. Now it wants to know how much total does it cost them over a 15-year span for this. And so all I'm going to simply do is take the cost, times it by 15, and I'm going to find out that it cost him $13,770 for 15 years to have that $50,000 whole life policy. Okay, one last example here is going to be kind of like we did yesterday at the end. If I have a budget and I want to know how much whole life insurance I can get with that budget. So here in this example, we have Mr. Brooks, who's 32 years old. He has a life insurance budget for $225 per year. We want to know what the maximum amount of whole life he can get with that in his budget. So the very first thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take his budget there, the $225, and we're going to subtract the annual cost. So then I know what exactly I'm working with. So taking the $225 minus the $30 annual cost gives me $195. That's how much I can work with, okay? So like we did yesterday, now I'm going to go ahead and make out an equation for this. So because he is 32, I'm going to go to the chart where I see 32, and I'm going to go to the pink column where it says insurance premium, and I'm going to see that it's $13.34. So I'm going to take that $13.34, multiply it by X, because I don't know how many groups of insurance, how many $1,000 groups that I can get. That's what we're trying to find. And so that's my X, and I'm going to set it equal to $195 of what I can spend with that. Go ahead, solve for X, and I find out my X is 14.62. Well, I can't buy 0.62 of insurance, so I have to round it down to 14. And what does that 14 mean? It means I can buy 14 groups of $1,000 of coverage, or in real life term, that means $14,000 of whole life coverage. So for $225 a year budget, this person can buy $14,000 of whole life coverage. Now, let's take a look here. I helped you out here with your homework assignment. As you do your homework assignment, problems 1 through 10 are just like examples 1 and 2 that we did up here. It depends on whether you're looking for female or male. Okay, well, as you're doing your homework assignment, make sure you know what gender you're looking for and do they want a waiver or not. So that's going to change your totals. Remember, if they want a waiver, you're going to have to add that waiver amount to the insurance premium. Problems number 11 through 14 are just like example 3 that we did up here. Okay, and problems 15 through 18 are just like problems number 4. If you look at your book on page 460, there is a whole nother example, and it goes in more detail than what I want to cover in this short amount of time. If you want, and you're bored being at home now for going on our 4th week here, going into the 5th, and you're so bored you want to read your textbook, go ahead and take a minute and read page 460. I will not require any homework assignments like any problems like example 5 in your homework assignment, but just you can be familiar with what they're doing there. If you have any questions, go ahead and email me, and I will talk to you later.